I'm late. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, Oh, I'm tripping. Good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Okay. Good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Okay, I can talk. Okay, I can smile. All that good stuff. My face is not crooked. Okay, so let me explain. So, good evening, millionaires. Welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening, Millionaire. My name is Alma Nancy. I go by Alma the CPA, right? I go by Alma the CPA. CPA stands for Certified Public Accountant. I am a licensed, registered, certified public accountant from Chicago, Illinois. I totally believe in each one teach one. We can change the world. What that means is that I am licensed and registered, right, to help the public when it comes to different accounting needs. Okay, this is like what I went to school for, what my degree is in, what my advanced certificate is in, which is the CPA. So, for those of you that do not know, CPA is like the highest level of accountancy that you can achieve. And not even saying that to like boast or brag, but just so you guys can know, right? So what happens is when you become a CPA, like in order for you to even sit for the CPA exam, you have to have additional credit hours, which is like the equivalence of a master's degree. You have to even have your master's or the hours equivalent in order for you to even sit to take the exam. Okay, so just putting some things into perspective for you guys. So good evening, millionaires. Please make sure that you guys share the broadcast. Not only on your personal page, but also in different groups that you are in. Good evening, millionaires, while I'm like fixing my hair. One of the things that I do want to talk about, so yesterday, okay, I was sick, right? If you want to say that, I don't know. But so I went to the dentist and long story short, I went to the dentist. They had to numb like this whole side of they were replacing a filling that I had for like over, I don't know. It's more than 6 years, I know. So apparently, the fillings don't last forever, like your teeth, right? So they had to replace it. So they had to numb my mouth and numb my face, and it lasted way longer than I thought. So when I tried to do Good Evening Millionaire yesterday, I looked like completely crazy and I couldn't even get through it. So good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. We are here today. We are talking about saving money. Make sure that you guys share the broadcast, right? Share the broadcast. Each one teach one. We can definitely change the world. So make sure that you guys share the broadcast, not only on your personal page, but also in different groups that you are in. Good evening, millionaires. So that's it, right? That's all I want to say about me in my face. I was talking to my mentor this morning. He just thought it was like literally hilarious when I was telling him like some of the comments that people were like, "What's wrong with your jaw?" I was like, "Oh my God, I gotta go." Okay, so make sure that you guys share the broadcast not only on your personal page but also on your in different groups that you are in. And, don't forget, okay, we are honoring single moms. I'm going to make sure that I make a post about it like over the next couple of days. So we're honoring single mothers, right, that are interested in fixing their credit. So if you're a single mom and you're interested in receiving a discount for credit repair, then definitely reach out. Just shoot me an inbox and stuff like that, and we can kind of chop it up and see what's what and see if you need to get your credit fixed and see more importantly how we can help you achieve your goals. So make sure that you guys reach out to me if you guys know any single moms that you already know are interested in fixing their credit. Then make sure that you guys share this broadcast or let them know that we are running a promotion. A discount is available this month only for single mothers. Okay. So make sure that you guys let them know that. So We're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure that you guys share the broadcast. Let me see what's going on because I know how y'all do. Ah. Oh, also, if any of you are in the New Orleans surrounding area, if you're in New Orleans, Louisiana, or if you are like close by and you are interested in coming to a millionaire minded training, you know, we always have training related to financial literacy, financial education, different stuff like that, then you want to make sure that you hit me up, right, to see if you guys can make it. We're definitely going to be in Louisiana this weekend coming up. We're going to be right in the French Quarter. And I also heard, right, that it's the French Quarter Festival, so which means that it's going to be a lot of fun celebrating 35 years of the French Quarter. So I personally, okay, cannot even wait to get down there. Especially with this weather kind of all over the place in Chicago, you know. It snowed yesterday, it's like 60 today. Or maybe it snowed 2 days ago and it's 60 degrees today, but whatever. So make sure that if you are interested in, you know, advanced training and expanding your horizons, I will be your host, right, of this amazing event. And we have some amazing trainers and all that good stuff. So make sure that you guys hit me up if you're in the area and you would love to attend, or even if you're not in the area but you know that you can make it there. Thank you, Christopher Andrews. Thank you to my amazing sister, Flower Child Veggie Girl, right? Alicia Body, thank you, Millionaire. Michael Douglas, thank you, Millionaires, for the shares. Thank you, Millionaires. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, so I talked way too long, but I missed you guys because I sort of kind of missed yesterday. All right, so where are we? Okay, 6 ways that you can save. Okay, 6 ways that you can save. So give me a number 1 and a share. Y'all knew that was coming. Give me a number 1 and a share. Make sure you share it on your personal page as well as in different groups that you are in. So put a number 1 in the comments and share the broadcast, okay? All right, so number 1, when you are trying to save money, record your expenses. Okay, so number 1 in the share is record your expenses. So the first thing, a lot of times when people are trying to save money, they don't know where they are over expending, right? They don't know where their expenses are really tapped out. They don't know where all their money is going. I always use the example of myself when I first graduated from college and I had my first job and I'm downtown Chicago and I got my little suits on and all that stuff and I'm taking a commuter train and it was like what I always wanted to do. And but I was like just having way too much fun downtown. Right? It's like I'm downtown every single day. Are you kidding me? So, I mean, I talked about it before, but it was like one day I may be in Bennigan's for lunch, right? The next day, I don't think I mentioned this, I'm in Ann Taylor. You know, it's like, why are you in Ann Taylor, you know, on a random Monday after work? Okay, so you want to make sure that you know exactly where your money is going. So record your expenses. You know, when you record your expenses, it'll definitely keep you more aware, right? We always talk about like awareness and stuff like that. So you want to be more aware of where your money is going and more importantly that you are not wasting any money. So you want to make sure, so writing down your expenses kind of keeps you aware, right, of where your money is going and what you're actually doing. You want to stay away from like impulse buys, you know, when you go in places and they're like, you know, 15% off and, you know, sales and stuff like that. So write down anything and you can kind of determine your habits and what's going on with you because that's what it's about. Like you have to figure out where you are, not where I am, right? Or not where she is, not where he is. It's about you. So you want to figure out by writing down your expenses and figuring out where you are. So give me a number 2 and a share. Give me a number 2 and a share. I'm already taking up a little bit of time. Like, I don't know where the time is going already, but give me a number 2 and a share. Good evening, millionaires. Oh, also make sure that you guys join us on Dear Millionaire. You know, we are here 7 days a week. I'm here 5 days a week. But make sure you guys join Dear Millionaire. If somebody could put in the comments how they can join, that would be awesome. Right? Put in the comments how they can join Dear Millionaire. Number two. Number two is make a budget. Now, I know, okay, listen. I completely understand. When people talk about making a budget, they get all freaked out. They don't want to do it. They're like, oh my God. It's just like a diet, right? When you know that you have to go on a diet, all of a sudden you're literally craving salt, sweet, like you're craving every single thing. You're like, man, if I could just have those chili cheese fries or something crazy. Oh my God. Like one day, you guys know I work in a high school and I'm like literally just walking through the halls and I stopped like, what the? And it was some kids like probably the day I started my diet or definitely that first week when I started a diet and they are eating some cheese fries. I don't know when the last time I had cheese fries and I was just like, oh my God. So I totally get it. Like that's how it's going to be when you are setting up your budget as well, right? You're going to walk by, you're like walking down whatever street you're passing the mall. You're going to get all type of alerts on your phone for sales and, hey, you left this in your shopping cart. Hey, don't forget 50% off. Hey, thank you so much for being a loyal customer. You get 10% off, you know, all that good stuff. So you have to set a budget because these sales are always going to happen. Just the same way that cheese fries are always going to be there, right? So you want to set a budget because this is going to prevent you from overspending. It's going to prevent you from wasting money, right? Which what exactly it is. And the thing that my dad always says with sales is that it's not on sale. That's the price that it should have been from the beginning, okay? Which means that if something is like, you know, if it's normally $20 and they're like 50% off, like no, it always was worth $10, okay? So keep that in mind. That'll kind of keep things in perspective, right? But you want to make a budget and kind of stick to it, you know, because especially when you want to save money, right? Because you don't want to get in the habit of like always wasting money. I gotta hurry up. Okay, you mean number 3 in the share? Put a number 3 in the comments and give me a share. Good evening, millionaire. So number 3, I want you guys to plan on saving money. Okay, so plan on saving money. So what does that mean? That means that if you don't plan on it, you're gonna spend it, right? When you plan on saving money, now you're kind of like, oh, I don't know because I got to save this money, you know. Oh, you know, you're constantly thinking about it like, I'm not sure about that purchase because I know I have to save this money. I'm not sure about that because I know I have to save this money. So you want to always constantly be planning on saving money because that is always constantly making you more aware, right? And it's all about awareness. You're more aware of where your money is going and how you can actually put it up and how you can use it for your benefit. Okay, millionaires, give me a number 4 and a share. So put a number 4 in the comments and share. Woo, I hope y'all can hear me. Just realized my volume was down very, very low. Give me a number 4 and a share. Put a number 4 in the comments and share the broadcast. Make sure you share it on your personal page. Also in different groups that you are in. Good evening, millionaires. Welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaires. We do this thing 5 days a week where we're talking all about financial education from yours truly for now, right? Until we branch out for more and more people. Yours truly, the Alma the CPA, right? Your registered licensed certified public accountant. So proud of that. Okay, so give me a number 4 and a share. Good evening, millionaires. So number 4, determine what you are saving for. A lot of times when you're saving for a specific thing, it's so much easier. millionaires. It is so much easier than you just saving to be saving. When you're saving for a car, when you're saving for a house, when you're saving for your retirement, you can be like, okay, I have to do this, right? So you want to come up with something that you're saving for, or think about it. And it can be several different things. I just watched this movie not too long ago. I actually saw it 3 times already because I thought it was really, really good. It was Roxanne, right? And I don't know, who knows a little bit about her or like the songs that she put out and all this good stuff. But anyway, at the beginning of the movie, her mom saved up like 20 grand for a house because that was her thing. She wanted a house for her and her 4 girls. So if it's so much easier to save when it's something like that. So in the movie, she was kind of like, how many butts I had to wipe. She was like, I assume she was like a CNA, something like that. But she was saying like, what I had to do to save that money. So she was saving a little bit every single day. And it makes it so much easier, millionaires. Literally, you will look up and you will have $20,000 saved up. And you're like, oh my God, I did it, right? So you want to come up with something that you are saving for. Okay, so give me a number 5 and a share. We are almost out of here. Make sure you share the broadcast, not only on your personal page, but also in different groups that you are in. Make sure you guys join Dear Millionaire. Oh, also, before I forget, while we're talking about saving, I have an amazing video series that is on my website. If you guys go to ammathecpa.com, if anybody subscribed, please check your email because I always email you guys, right? So make sure you check your email, and I will follow up with the phone call probably after New Orleans, and after tax season because it's like crazy right now. But make sure that you guys check that out because it's a video series very different from any videos that I put here on Facebook. It's still free, right? Because each one teach one, right? But at the same time, it's a series that you can look at and kind of figure out where your money is going and how you can, more importantly, increase your cash flow. A lot of us feel like we have an income problem, but it's just a cash flow problem. America is filled of high-paid poor people, which means we make a lot of money, but we don't know what to do with it. So then we waste it, and then we get a second job, and then we waste that, right? And then we get an online job. So some of us have 2 and 3 jobs, and we still don't know where our money is going. So the video series is going to help you understand that. Okay, so number 5 and a share. Good evening, millionaires, and we are almost out of here. I'm only giving you guys 6. Number 5 is figure out your priorities. So your priorities are different from my priorities and your best friend's priorities and your mom's priorities and your dad's priorities, right? So when it comes to your priorities, you want to see like, okay, so what are you trying to do? Like how I just said, some of us are trying to save up and buy a house. Some of us are trying to get pay for our car completely so we don't have to pay a car note. Some of us are trying to save up for retirement. So you want to figure out what you're trying to save up money for and go with that. You can't save money for what I'm saving money for because you aren't passionate about it. You don't care about it. You might be saving up for a cruise. I don't care, right? But the whole thing is like you're saving for what you want to save for, and that's what's important to you. We have to get in the habit of saving some type of money. First of all, we need our emergency fund, okay? Because emergencies come up, but then after we have our emergency fund, we need, and you need a short term and a long term, right? That's a whole nother video, maybe next week. But then you also want to know, whatever you're saving up for retirement, maybe you want, like I said, a house, a car, etc., because you want to get in the habit of where, you are not paying this month's money, this month's bills with this month's money. Okay, you don't want to be like, oh, I gotta wait until Friday. You want to be like, oh, okay, I have it. and then your money that's coming in, like, so that only happens when, and you don't feel so tight, you don't feel paycheck to paycheck when you plan and you do the steps that's in this video. So make sure that you figure out your priorities and what you want to save money for. And if it's retirement, it doesn't mean that you are like planning on sitting up for the rest of your life and not working. But what it means is that that is money that you are putting in and investing it for your future. Millionaires, you're investing it for your future. So you don't have to necessarily put it in some type of IRA, which is individual retirement account, like a Roth, a SEP, a simple, or traditional, right? It doesn't have to be that, or your pension, your 403B, et cetera, et cetera. It doesn't have to be that. But what are you going to do, right? So you have to save some type of money because you can't keep living paycheck to paycheck. So figure out what your priorities are for you. If you don't have your emergency fund, then you want to do that first. If you have your emergency fund, but you want to make sure that you have it like for your kids' college, then you want to do that second, right? So you want to figure out what are your priorities and save up for that. So you are not constantly every single paycheck trying to see, scrambling like, okay, what do I have to pay? What do I have to, like, no, that's too much, okay? So number 6, give me a number 6 and a share. Last and definitely not least, millionaires, number 6 and a share. Make sure that you guys put this on your personal page, right? Share it on your personal page and then also in different groups that you are in. Good evening, millionaires. Okay, so number 6, make sure that you pick the right tool. So what do I mean? Right? That means that what are you saving for? Okay, so how I just said, like if you're saving for your individual retirement, right, and you're picking like an IRA, make sure that you like, okay, well, I want a 403B because I work for the government, or I want a traditional because I already have a 403B and I have a pension, right? You want to see what is best for you and do a little bit of research. Definitely feel free to reach out to me. I can help guide you in the way. I'm not like an investment specialist, but I can guide you where to look to do your own research. But if it's something like, okay, I'm saving up for this cruise around the world, right? What do you think? You want to make sure that you pick the right tool. You want to make sure that a traditional savings account at an investment bank, right? Not a traditional bank, an investment bank. Okay, I have a video about that, or a certificate of deposit, or make sure that you pick the right tools, millionaires. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because it's we're right at 7:24 Central Time. So what am I talking about tomorrow? Oh, credit tips. And I think I'm going to do personal credit. I may do business credit. I may do a little bit of both. Haven't decided. I just said credit tips on my schedule. So, okay, millionaires, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Each one teach one. We can change the world. Make sure you share the broadcast. Make sure you guys check out I'mATheCPA.com. Make sure that you guys subscribe to Dear Millionaire. Go like my fan page. And I'm also in the process of posting all these videos on YouTube or publishing them. They're technically already there, but they're like private. Okay, but I'm in the process of publishing all of them on YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube page as Alma the CPA, and you'll know that it's me because it's like Alma the CPA, and then you'll see Alma Nantweet, right? Because some places have like my videos up. But I'm going to be posting and kind of, letting you guys know more along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Each one teach one. We can change the world. Definitely feel free, please, to reach out to me for any type of questions that you guys have when it comes to finance and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good evening, millionaires.